Hey everyone, it's Ardith. Welcome back. Today is release day at ellenhudson.com and there's a lot of new goodies available right now. I'm making a sparkly snow card with the new pop-up mittens die set. This set comes with a pair of mittens, a pop-up assembly to make the card interactive, and a bunch of snowflakes. I left these 4 attached for now so I can get perfect placement if I want a row of snowflakes. I started by cutting a bunch of the 3 largest snowflakes out of white cardstock. I wasn't sure how many I would need, so I cut 3 of each. But before we get to those, I made a background for them by blending 3 frosty colors of Catherine Pooler ink. I started with It's a Girl and Sweet 16, and I just put a couple of spots down. This is like a galaxy sky, but with no dark colors, so I wasn't worrying about smoothness. I just put down spots of color that would kind of glow through the blue and create some visual interest. Once I had the pink and purple down, I went over the whole panel with It's a Boy, and then I deepened the edges with a bit of stone blue. I spritzed the panel with water and lifted the water and ink with a paper towel to add a bit more snowy texture. Then it was time to grab the snowflakes and figure out placement on the background. Once I had them where I wanted them, I used the dies to cut them out of the blue background. These blue snowflakes can be used in another project, but I need the tiny centers for this one, so I so carefully set them aside. You'll see why this is funny in a minute. Next, I used a favorite little trick. I cut the panel with a smaller rectangle die. It's smaller than I would need to keep all the snowflakes in the panel, but that's the trick. I cut a piece of scrap paper slightly smaller than the rectangle to be the backing for the blue panel. I covered it with glue tape and then adhered it to the back of the blue panel. Now the snowflakes have a place to stick to. I placed all of the snowflakes into their correct position, and then I used a jewel picker to pick up the centers and place them where they belonged. I haven't lost any of them. Yet. Because of the way the snowflakes were placed on the panel, there were pieces still with the die that I needed to attach to complete my snow scene. I pulled them off the die and attached them to the sticky bits of the panel. Some of them were pretty small and didn't have much to stick to, so I left them off altogether. Okay, here's the showstopper. Once I had the whole panel pieced together, I coated everything with Wow embossing ink. I made sure it was well covered, including the arms of the snowflakes that were hanging over the edge of the blue rectangle. And here's where it went wrong. I noticed that one of my snowflake centers was missing. I couldn't find it anywhere. I searched a bit, and then I cut my losses and grabbed a blue Copic marker, very carefully filled in the spots that needed it. Funny story. That blue center turned up in another one of my videos last week. Look closely and see if you can see it. I couldn't believe it when it turned up on my Misty. Back to the card. I sprinkled some glitter embossing powder from Wow over the whole thing. Those snowflake arms made it a bit tricky to hold on to the very edges of the panel, but in the end I got there. Once it was all coated, I heated it all up with my heat gun until it was melted and sparkly. To finish the card, I popped up the sparkly snowflake panel on a white card base, and I added a very simple sentiment from Mondo Holly. And my blotchy blending is now just a pretty, sparkly winter sky with lots of visual interest. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've got more of the products from the release to show you this week, and I know the rest of the design ambassadors have also been busy creating to give you even more inspiration. Shopping links are below and on my blog. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.